Welcome back, Young and the Restless fans. Get ready for an emotional rollercoaster because in the coming days, a major crisis will erupt, pushing Summer to her breaking point and setting the stage for an unexpected hero to rise. That's right. Phyllis might just be the one to save the day. Let's dive into everything you need to know. As we move into the explosive week of April 28 to May 2, a major storm is brewing at Marchetti, and Summer Newman is right at the heart of it. What starts as a typical workday quickly spirals into a full-blown crisis. Somewhere along the way, a critical failure occurs. Maybe a major staffing shakeup, a botched project, or a corporate betrayal, leaving Summer blindsided and scrambling for damage control. The situation escalates rapidly. Meetings turn into shouting matches. Projects fall apart. Confidence in Summer's leadership starts to erode. Panic sets in as she realizes she's losing her grip not just on her job, but on the vision she's worked so hard to create at Marchetti. The weight of expectations and the fear of public failure become almost too much to bear. Summer's carefully polished world starts crumbling at the edges, and for the first time in a long time, she's forced to admit she can't fix this alone. Amid the chaos, another bombshell hits. Chelsea Lawson makes a shocking career decision that only deepens the crisis. Sensing the instability at Marchetti, or perhaps fed up with the rising tension herself, Chelsea decides it's time for a change. Bold and decisive, she begins making moves to leave Marchetti behind and set her sights on a new opportunity at Newman Media. Her resignation couldn't come at a worse time. As creative director, Chelsea was a cornerstone of Marchetti's brand identity and success. Losing her in the middle of an already simmering disaster leaves Summer exposed, scrambling to find a replacement and hold the operation together. The sudden vacuum left by Chelsea's exit throws everything into deeper chaos. Clients grow nervous, staff morale plummets, and Summer feels the walls closing in faster than she can react. With her dream crumbling and her options running out, Summer is about to be forced into a desperate choice. One that could change everything for her future at Marchetti. Just when everything seems to be unraveling at Marchetti, a familiar and fiery force steps forward, Phyllis. After being unceremoniously pushed out of Abbott Communications, Phyllis has been drifting, struggling to find her next professional foothold. Her well-intentioned attempts to steer Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s career ended in disaster, leaving her sidelined, frustrated, and searching for a new sense of purpose. But when Summer's crisis erupts, Phyllis sees more than just a family emergency. She sees an opportunity, not only to help her daughter, but to rewrite her own narrative. For Phyllis, it's about redemption. It's about proving to herself, to Summer, and to everyone who's doubted her that she's still a force to be reckoned with. She knows she has the skills, the instincts, and the drive to steady the ship at Marchetti, if only she's given the chance. And in this moment of chaos, Phyllis just might be the only one bold enough, fearless enough, and desperate enough to turn disaster into a comeback story. Of course, history is never far behind, especially for Phyllis. Longtime fans of The Young and the Restless will remember that Phyllis once had a significant role at Marchetti Home, and that her fiery personality, quick temper, and questionable decisions led to her dramatic downfall. Getting fired became just another chapter in a long line of corporate clashes and professional stumbles. In Genoa City, Phyllis' reputation for burning bridges almost precedes her. But this time, things could be different. This time, she's not fighting for power, revenge, or ego. This time, she's fighting for her daughter. For family. For the chance to finally get it right. With her back against the wall and everything on the line, Phyllis might finally be ready to learn from her past mistakes, and if she can keep her temper and pride in check, she just might carve out a future not only for herself but for her bond with Summer as well. It's a risky bet, and in true Phyllis fashion, the stakes couldn't be higher. As the walls close in and Marchetti teeters on the brink, Summer Newman finds herself facing one of the toughest choices of her career, and maybe of her life. With everything falling apart around her, Summer is forced to ask herself a painful question. Can she really trust her mother, Phyllis, to help save the company? The stakes couldn't be higher. Summer knows Phyllis is talented, resourceful, and relentless, but she also knows her mother's track record, the fiery temper, the impulsive decisions, the endless cycle of chaos. Trusting Phyllis could either rescue Marchetti, or destroy it completely. On the other hand, going it alone could spell disaster. Summer is already stretched to the breaking point, and without a strong creative leader to step in immediately, the crisis at Marchetti could spiral beyond repair. Ultimately, desperation, and maybe a glimmer of hope, may push Summer to gamble everything on her mother. Phyllis' offer could seem like the only lifeline left, the last chance to stabilize the company before it's too late. But accepting that help means putting her faith in the one person who has burned her, and countless others, before. It's a decision that could either mend their fractured bond, or shatter it beyond repair. If Summer takes the leap and hands Phyllis the creative director reins, it could signal the beginning of something fans have been waiting to see: Phyllis' long overdue redemption arc. Finally, Phyllis would have a real shot at earning back the professional respect she's chased for years. Not through manipulation or schemes, but through hard work, determination, and genuine growth. But make no mistake, the road ahead won't be easy. The pressure will be crushing. All eyes will be on Phyllis, waiting to see if she can actually deliver, or if history will repeat itself yet again. Every decision, every project, every interaction will be scrutinized. One wrong move, one flash of that old temper, and everything could come crashing down. Not just for Phyllis, but for Summer as well. And the stakes aren't just professional. This is about family, about rebuilding trust, about proving that people can change, even when the odds, and their pasts, are stacked against them. It's a high-risk gamble for both women, but in the world of the young and the restless, it's the boldest bets that often lead to the most unforgettable rewards, or the most spectacular downfalls. Either way, the journey is about to be unforgettable. But in Genoa City, nothing ever goes according to plan. As Phyllis steps back into the high-stakes world of Marchetti, the challenges won't just be professional, they'll be personal, too. Her fiery temper, long a double-edged sword, could easily resurface under the mounting pressure. Old grudges, lingering resentments, and deep-rooted rivalries could bubble to the surface when she least expects it. One wrong move, one impulsive outburst, and Phyllis' triumphant return could transform into yet another spectacular downfall, this time with Summer caught directly in the blast zone. And the complications don't stop there. Chelsea's sudden departure to Newman Media will send shockwaves throughout the business world, affecting more than just Marchetti. Alliances will shift, power plays will begin, and in the unpredictable world of Genoa City, even a single resignation can unleash a ripple effect of betrayals, broken promises, and bitter rivalries that no one sees coming. Phyllis and Summer are about to find themselves in the middle of a storm, one that could either forge an unbreakable bond, or tear them apart forever. One thing is crystal clear: the coming weeks on The Young and the Restless will be nothing short of explosive. We're about to witness emotional confrontations that will cut deep, risky career moves that could make or break futures, and second chances that hang by the thinnest of threads. Will Phyllis truly prove that she's changed, that she can rise above her fiery instincts and earn back the professional respect she's lost? Can Summer weather the storm and rebuild her career, and her trust in the one person who's let her down so many times before? And will Chelsea's bold leap to Newman Media lead to the fresh start she's hoping for, or unleash a new wave of chaos that rocks the entire city? Get ready, because as betrayals ignite, alliances crumble, and new battles emerge, Genoa City is about to change forever. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all the latest breakdowns, spoiler updates, and emotional deep dives into The Young and the Restless. Stay tuned, because in this town, The next twist is always just around the corner. And trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it. See you in the next video.